In the headlines, 3 killed as police repel attack on INEC office in Imo. PDP presidential candidate takes campaign to Nasarawa, vows to take millions of youths, women out of poverty. Governor Matawale denies persecution of opposition, calls for peaceful campaigns in Zamfara state. And away from Nigeria, Guinea's ex-military leader denies role in 2009 stadium massacre. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for joining. Beginning with security matters, 4 persons, including 1 policeman, have been killed in an attack that was repelled by the police on the headquarters of the Independent National Electoral Commission along Port Harcourt Road in Owerri, the Imo State capital, on Monday. Spokesperson for the Imo State Police Command, Mike Abatam, said that the gunmen, numbering over 10, came around 3 a.m. with petrol bombs and dynamite. He, however, said that the hoodlums were confronted by security operatives who repelled the attack and killed 3 of the attackers. Abatam also said that one of the attackers was arrested by the police and 3 vehicles used by hoodlums recovered. Some parts of the building on the INEC premises were razed. The attacks on INEC offices nationwide have become disturbing as the 2023 elections draw nearer. Now, before Monday's attack, 2 other attacks have been recorded in Imo, in the Oru West local government area and the Olu local government area. Meanwhile, the Independent National Electoral Commission says that none of the critical election materials was destroyed in the attack on its state headquarters in Owerri, the Imo State capital, on Monday. The Commission, in a statement by its National Commissioner and Chairman, Information and Voter Card Education Committee Chairman, Festus Okoye, also confirmed that there were no casualties involving staff of the Commission in the incident, which he said occurred at about 3 a.m. on Monday. However, the statement said that the attack affected the part of the building occupied by the Election and Party Monitoring Department, adding that 1 official utility vehicle was burnt. INEC confirmed that this is the 3rd attack on the Commission's facilities in Imo State in less than 2 weeks, following the earlier attack on Olu local government office on Thursday, 1st November, and Oru West office on Sunday, 4th of December. The Commission described the incident as yet another systematic attack targeted at its asset across the country, more so on the day that the collection of permanent voters' cards commences nationwide ahead of the 2023 general elections. And now, terrorists on Sunday killed 4 traders in the Jibia local government area of Katsina State. Reports say that the traders, who were from Zandam village, were going to a market close to the local government headquarters when they ran into the terrorists. The spokesperson for the Katsina State Police Command, SP Gambo Isa, confirmed the incident. He revealed that the terrorists shot 5 traders, adding that 4 died on the spot. Residents added that the incident caused fear among other traders already at the market. Now, earlier, the Katsina State Police Public Relations Officer gave us an insight into the latest attack.
It was somewhere around Zandam area yesterday in the morning around 11 o'clock when the DPO reported that terrorists in their numbers blocked a PIDA road along that axis and opened fire on some traders that were going to Jibia market. You know, yesterday, being Sunday, it is a market day for Jibia. They shot at 5 of these marketers, businessmen, killed 4 of them. 1 sustained a fatal, serious gun injury and was rushed to the hospital. That was actually what happened. The DPO mobilized all the tactical assets around him, including the military, But before they reach that Zandam area, I told you is an outskirts of the town of Tibia local government area. In fact, around the fringes of the forest.
Also, earlier on, we spoke to a reporter in Imo State, Jude Agogo, who gave an insight on the attack on INEC office there.
Yes, this morning, gunmen numbering about 10 stormed the headquarters of the Independent National Electoral Commission along the popular Port Harcourt Expressway, and attacked it. We were made to understand that the attack occurred around 2 a.m. this morning, and a quick response from the police came in before major damage could be done. 3 of the hoodlums were killed instantly. 2 others were arrested alive, and the others ran away, and the police said they are on trail of the fleeing hoodlums. Yes, one of the early callers, the office of the commission, was the governor himself. He came here to assess the situation. The officers of the commission are right now taking inventory of the offices to see what and what were left. They make to understand that some offices were attacked, files were attacked, and that the accounts and most of the offices were burnt. So right now, the commission officers are saying that they are taking inventory and trying to, find out what they are missing and what extent the hoodlums were able to destroy some of the commission's equipment. Well, the incident occurred early in the morning when the residents were still sleeping. Majorly, the place is a commercial area. The central bank is just close by, and opposite is the state secretariat. So it's not quite a residential area. So, but early riders who went along that road were amazed at the early carnage. So right now, people are surging in to see what has happened, but the police are trying to keep them away from the accident scenes, so as not to tamper with the evidence they want to gather.
Now, on political matters, presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Atiku Abubakar, says he will initiate programs that will take millions of youths and women out of poverty if elected in 2023 election. The PDP candidate stated this during his campaign rally in Lafia, Nasarawa State. Abubakar Abdullahi sent in the report as presented from our studio.
The PDP presidential candidate, who was delighted with the crowd that gathered to support his ambition, said many Nigerians are living in poverty and needed to be taken out of such squalid condition. He specifically explained that majority of youths and women who constitute a greater number of the total population are out of jobs, adding that there is need for the incoming administration to look into their plight with a view to bringing succor to them.
I also want to use this opportunity to reiterate our commitment to making sure that our young men and women have jobs to do and have work to do when we come into office. That is why we set aside $10 billion so that we can pump this money into small, medium enterprises for our young men and women. Let me also announce that we will link up Nasarawa with all other neighboring states as far as our road infrastructure is concerned.
He maintained that by so doing, insecurity and other social vices would be reduced in the country. On their part, National Chairman of PDP, Yochia Ayu, and Chairman Presidential Campaign Council, Governor Udom Emmanuel of Akwa Ibom State, said the North Central region has been a home of the PDP, and as such, Nasarawa State and other states in the zone would massively support the party in 2023 elections.
I don't need to come here and campaign because the whole of North Central, where I come from, is not going to disgrace me. Every state in North Central is going to be won by the People's Democratic Party. Atiku Abubakar will get his highest votes from the North Central Zone. In Nasarawa today, the kind of crowd, the kind of reception, the kind of joy we are seeing in Nasarawa State today means that Nasarawa is PDP, and PDP is Nasarawa. I'm convinced that when it's time to announce the result of Nasarawa will be announced first, as PDP has won Nasarawa.
The governorship candidate and party chairman in the state, Francis Orogu, and David Ombugadu, both assured of the party's victory in all positions in the state and the country. In attendance of the rally were former Senate President Bukola Saraki and Yakubu Dogara, Governor Aminu Tambuwal of Sokoto State, former Information Minister Labaran Maku, and ex-PDP Board of Trustees Chairman Walid Jibrin, among others.
Zamfara State Governor Bello Matawalle has debunked the claim by the People's Democratic Party that the state government has connived with the police to arrest two chieftains of the party, sending them to prison without any concrete reason. He said anyone that has been arrested must have done something against the law, advising the party to ask the police while its chieftains in the state were arrested. The Zamfara State Governor said that he is not a police or military officer, but a governor of a state, and he does not have the power to arrest anybody.
Well, you know, the committee has already inaugurated. Now, it is a local committee that was inaugurated today and given their appointment letters by His Excellency, the former governor of Zamfara State, Dr. Abdulaziz Yari Abubakar. In fact, I'm just here just to witness what has been done, and I saw the work that they have done within a limited time, which is well commendable for the job well done that they have done. And I charge them to be well vigilant, because this politics is not something of do or die. We should make sure that we do everything according to the law of the land. I'm a governor. I cannot arrest anybody. If anyone arrested, that means maybe they have done something against the law. So they should go to police or wherever their people were arrested and ask them, not the governor. I'm an executive governor of the state, not a commissioner of police of the state.
Campaign office of the People's Democratic Party candidate for the 2023 governorship election in Gombe State, Mohammed Barade, has been set on fire. Barade confirmed the attack in a statement, saying that properties were destroyed. The office close to the presidential lodge of Gombe Government House was reportedly set ablaze by political thugs in the early hours of Monday. Details of the attack were sketchy as of the time of filing this report, but the PDP has blamed it on the ruling All Progressives Congress. Contacted Director, General Press Affairs to Governor Inuwa Yahaya, Ismaila Uba, said that the PDP was just looking for cheap publicity. Misili said that the opposition was in no way a threat to APC, wondering how the governor could have given such order, as alleged by Barade. Police Public Relations Officer in Gombe, ASP Mahid Muazu Abubakar, said that investigation had been launched and moves were being made to arrest the perpetrators. Despite the peace accord signed by the politicians, there has been an increase in violence in the build-up to the 2023 elections. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has commenced the distribution of permanent voter cards in Kaduna State. The electoral officer for Kaduna North Local Government Area, Sani Namadina, says that the PVC are only for those who updated their registration, assuring that those with fresh registrations will soon get their PVCs. He expressed satisfaction with the large turnout of people, adding that over 300 PVCs were distributed on the first day of the exercise. The exercise is only taking place at the local government offices of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) across the state.
Actually, as we started today, we kick off, there is a large turnout of people. As I'm talking to you now, at least we have distributed over 300 today. More people are coming. collected their cards. The pressure, the card that we have started distributing today is a transfer. That's a update transfer, and that of 2021 and 2011 to 2018. That's what we are so far distributing. So who did the fresh one is on the way coming, and they are coming too. The card we received about 11,148 in Caruanos.
You're watching the news update on Trust Television. Coming up shortly. We take a look at Magban President seeks development of grazing reserve. Details of this and more after the break.
Trust TV, documenting the Nigerian story.
Welcome back from that break. You're watching Trust News Update. Let's have a look at the top stories again. 3 killed as police repel attack on INEC office in Imo. PDP presidential candidate takes campaign to Nasarawa, vows to take millions of youths, women out of poverty. Traditional rulers want Nigerians to support government to execute credible election and population census next year. They made this known in Abuja during the National Council of Traditional Rulers meeting aimed at assessing the role of traditional rulers ahead of the election and the population census. Trust TV's Kabir Lawal reports.
The theme of meeting is planning towards successful conduct of general election as well as national population census. President Muhammadu Buhari, represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boz Mustafa, said roles of traditional institutions in Nigeria cannot be overemphasized, noting that the collaboration will make the country grow to greater heights.
The traditional rulers are seen across the country as the custodians of culture and tradition, and as such are expected to be neutral father figures in their respective domains. The traditional rulers are believed to have important roles to play for the successful conduct of the 2023 general elections because they are the authority which the people in their community look up to for managing their affairs, because their authorities are rooted in tradition and the cultures and cultural values of our people.
He said the forthcoming general election and population census is important, hence the need to work hand in hand to provide solid foundation to the future of the country. Chairman of the National Council of Traditional Rulers of Nigeria, Sultan of Sokoto, Saad Abubakar, said the traditional institution will not relent in contributing their quota in the upliftment of the nation.
We know things are not all right, but there's nothing beyond redemption if we are committed, serious, and work with the fear of Almighty Allah in all our dealings. Because we know, as it said, to know you have a problem, you have half of the solution. The other half is for you to get up.
Earlier, the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi, who is the co-chairman of the council, added that the call became imperative for the unity of the country, irrespective of tribe or religion.
We should be very neutral in things we do. We shouldn't take sides of any political aspiration or affiliation. We know the challenges we are having in our dear country. What I will implore my brother traditional rulers is we should continue to pray for this country. We should continue to work towards the unity and togetherness of our nation, irrespective of the situation that we are currently getting ourselves involved with.
The council expressed its support to the National Population Commission to conduct credible and reliable census, as it will go a long way to better the lots of the country. Kabir Lawal, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Niger pensioners are protesting the non-payment of pensions and gratuities in the past 7 years at the government house. The pensioners went to the government house with mats, pillows, buckets, and other personal belongings to occupy the gate until their pensions are paid. The pensioners protested the unpaid pensions and gratuities twice before the latest incident. They blocked the government house gate with guests on the ground for the swearing-in of local government chairmen not allowed into the venue. They accused the government of being insensitive to their plight for the past 7 years, while describing the several screening and disbursements of pensions as a scam. The newly elected president of the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, Baba Usman Ngenzarma, has asked the federal government to commence the development of abundant grazing reserves as a way of ending the frequent clashes between farmers and herders in the country. Ngenzarma made the call in Damaturu, the Yobe state capital, during a courtesy call on Governor Maimala Buni. He revealed his 4-point agenda that will minimize the conflict between farmers and herders. He further said that where grazing reserves are taking over livestock and pastoralists find it difficult to graze, thereby creating friction and tension in a given community.
It has been taking place for long, and you cannot blame anybody for it, considering the rate at which the population is growing, considering the rate at which also the population of the animal is growing against a land that doesn't increase. So there are new establishments of villages, towns and cities, so many infrastructure from government and what have you. This is posing a lot of demand on the land we have that doesn't increase and a bit. So this call for intervention, I can give you an example of a grazing reserve that had taken over, the entire of it has been taken over by the public. Go to Nasarawa State, go and observe the Kiana grazing reserve today. It has been 90% of Kiana grazing reserve has been taken over by settlement.
Now, away from Nigeria, Guinea's ex-military leader Moussa Dadis Camara on Monday denied charges that he was responsible for a 2009 stadium massacre as he took the stand for the first time in a long-awaited trial. Camara was the ruler of Guinea when more than 150 people were killed during a pro-democracy rally on September 28, 2009. Tens of thousands of people had gathered at a stadium in Conakry to press him not to stand in a presidential election the following year. Many were shot, stabbed, beaten, or crushed in a stampede as security forces fired tear gas and charged the stadium. An unknown number of women were also raped, according to human rights groups and survivors. Camara is among 11 men on trial accused of orchestrating the massacre and facing a series of charges including murder, rape, torture, and assault. And in sports news, Nigeria's only representative in continental club football competition this year, Rivers United, have been drawn in Group B of the CAF Confederations Cup. Drawn into the group alongside the Nigerian League champions are ASEC Mimosa of Ivory Coast, Diables Noise of the Republic of Congo, and DC Motemba Pembe of the Democratic Republic of Congo. In Group A, USM Alger of Algeria will compete for the top spot, with Marumo Gallant South Africa, Al Akdar Liberia, and Saint Eloi Lupopo of the Republic of Congo. Pyramids Egypt, ASCO Kara of Togo, Future of Egypt, and FAR Rabat Morocco will slug it out in Group C, while in Group D, TP Mazembe of the Democratic Republic of Congo, US Monastir Tunisia, Young Africans Tanzania, and Real Bamako of Mali will battle for the top spots. Match days for the group stage are February 12, 19, and 26, as well as March 9th, 19, and April the 2nd. Only group winners and runners-up qualify for the quarterfinals. And that's a wrap on the news update. You can watch more via all our social media platforms and also watch us on YouTube Live. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.